Hey, welcome to video number 2 in our 5-Step Ninja Google Analytics MOT. This video is all about conversion and looking at the conversion data in Google Analytics and understanding exactly what it means. The video after this one will be about traffic, then we'll go into a bit more detail in a particular traffic channel, and then our final video in the series will look at the device metrics and look at, in particular, what's going on with mobile traffic and how we can spot some opportunities there. Okay, so heading over to Google Analytics then to have a look at this conversion section. So under acquisition, all traffic and channels, we have this table. And this final section here is all about conversions. Now, this section depends on you tracking conversions through your website. And it's really important that you do this because if you're not tracking conversions in Google Analytics, you can't tell where your leads or sales are coming from. It means you don't know how any of your traffic channels are actually performing. So setting up the conversion tracking is beyond the scope of this video. But you do it under the admin section in Google Analytics. And then once you've done that, once you're tracking your conversions, they will be in this section. Now you can actually click on all goals and you can see each of the different goals that you have set up. So for example, on Exposure Ninja, and that's the site that we're looking at here, on exposureninja.com, we got a few different conversion goals. We have people clicking our telephone number. We have people getting in contact from our more leads or sales page. We have people getting in contact through our startup digital marketing page. We have our marketing review. We have a conversion around reporting. We have conversion goals on different service pages, so content marketing and SEO as well. And then we also have a consultation. So lots of different ways for people to convert with us and to become a lead. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at kind of aggregate of all of those conversions. So just like these other metrics that we looked at in the previous video, you can see your conversions, in this case, the number of leads per traffic channel. You can also see your conversion rate, which is the percentage of people that convert through each traffic channel as well. Now, as I said in the last video, in this case, we've actually got something which is reasonably common in that the referral conversions are actually being misattributed here. Or rather, organic search and PPC and social conversions are being misattributed to referrals. So what's happening here, anytime you see this referral, so referral traffic is traffic that's coming through to your website through a link. Okay, so anytime you see a high number of conversions through referral traffic, it usually means that there's a third-party piece of software involved. So if we just click on referral, we'll see the third parties that are contributing to this. So we'll see, for example, that we've got Infusionsoft, we've got Lead Pages, and we've got Typeform, and we've also got our proposal software. Now, Typeform itself is responsible for a lot of conversions. So that is marketing review requests. What's happening is people are they're requesting a marketing review, they're filling out the form, which is the Typeform form. The submission then goes to Typeform and they go through a Typeform link and come back to the site. So when Google Analytics looks at that, they see this person as coming from Typeform. Well, they're not. They're coming from Exposure Ninja. They came from organic search. They came from pay-per-click, whatever. So that's a bit of a misattribution, and you can fix this with something called cross-domain tracking. Why we haven't done that, I have no idea. I'm going to go and talk to our project manager right after this. But you can see that overall our conversion rate is 9.3%. So just to give some kind of benchmarks and ballpark figures on conversion rate, for lead generation sites, typically you're looking for a conversion rate of at least 2%. I'm going to say that 2% to 3% is about average for businesses that have a steady lead generation process in place. Now, we've built sites and we've got client sites that are converting at over 10%, 15%. Our best performing one ever is converting at over 30%, but that is extremely rare. Okay, most of the time you're going to see a conversion rate of 2 or 3% as a pretty kind of standard place. So that means about 1 in between 30 and 1 in 50 people who come to the site is going to convert and become a lead for you. If your conversion rate is less than 1%, then that's an indication that either the traffic coming to the site isn't massively qualified, or the conversion offering that you're making, so whatever you're offering people, isn't as compelling as it could be. Okay, and we've got some blog posts and webinars and all sorts of training on how to improve your conversion rate. But if you've got a conversion rate of less than 1%, then I'd say have a look at that, because what it does mean is that you're getting a lot of people coming to the site who aren't turning into leads or sales. So there's going to be some low-hanging fruit there. Now, your conversion rate is going to depend on the traffic source. So yeah, I mean, some of your traffic sources are going to convert a lot better than others. For example, if you're running PPC ads, then typically you'll want a pretty healthy conversion rate. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a lot of money on visitors that are not turning into leads. Social media traffic doesn't tend to convert as well. Now, the exception to that would be paid social ads. If you're actually running social media ads to get people to the site, then those can convert very nicely. But just general social media traffic doesn't tend to convert as well as as some other channels. Organic search will tend to be one of your best performing channels, or at least it should be one of your best performing channels in terms of the volume of conversions that are coming through. If you're too reliant on paid channels for your conversions and you're not getting enough leads through SEO, then it tends to mean that you're spending quite a lot on marketing, because obviously with PPC, whether it's paid search or paid social, you're having to spend money per click. Whereas with organic search, you're getting more traffic and it's not costing you per click. So if you're over reliant on PPC and paid social, then worth having a look at your ranking and seeing if you're doing all that you can be with SEO. But that's the kind of ballpark with conversion. Now, you can go a lot deeper with conversion. We're going to be looking at some landing page analysis in future videos, but that is it for now in this conversion section. So we're just looking at ballpark figures and checking. I mean, the overall kind of question to ask yourself when you're looking at your goal completions and your conversion rates is, does this tie in with our business goals? So if it's your goal to generate, say, £10 million a year and your average lead or sale is worth £5,000, let's say, how many conversions do you need per year in order to get to that goal, right? And does your conversion rate indicate that you're getting enough traffic to do that? Let's take an even simpler example. Let's say that a business wants to make £1,000 per month and each product is £10. Okay, so they need to sell 100 things, so they need 100 goal completions per month. So if they're not getting that, then either they're getting a lot of traffic and their conversion rate is low, or they actually got a reasonable conversion rate, so they might be converting at 3-4%, whatever, but they're not getting enough traffic. So using these kind of benchmark figures, you can work back from your goals and say, okay, where's the problem here? Why am I not getting the sales that I want? Is it a traffic problem or is it a conversion problem? And really, those are the only two levers that you have to play with. So yeah, that's how we kind of look at conversions. So in this next video, we're going to be looking at the traffic sources, and we're going to go into a bit more detail about what each of these are.